In the global war on terrorism, the United States is pitted against a highly mobile enemy that attempts to disguise the identities and allegiances of its fighters. In a war without borders, uniforms or defined lines of battle, our military must be able to distinguish friend from foe.
Biometrics are measurable physical and behavioral characteristics of human beings. Characteristics like fingerprints, patterns of the eye, facial features, characteristics that are distinctive to each of us. They are being used in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places around the globe to counter terrorism and give our soldiers timely, reliable information as to whether they face a friend or a foe. At the center of this urgently needed new capability is the Department of Defense Automated Biometric Identification System. Known by the acronym Abis, the system is modeled closely after the FBI's Integrated Automated Fingerprint Identification System, or IAFIS. This FBI database consists of the fingerprints of approximately 48 million people who have been arrested in the United States on felony or serious misdemeanor charges. With the DoD Abis, biometric data gathered by our forces from Red Force personnel, enemy combatants, detainees, and foreign persons of interest as national security threats can be searched against both the DoD biometric database and the FBI's IAFIS. That was the case in July 2004 when U.S. military forces operating in Iraq apprehended a suspect in connection with a terrorist plot. A search of the suspect's fingerprints against the Department of Defense Automated Biometric Identification System revealed that his prints matched those of a detainee who had been apprehended and released in 2003. The name and papers he provided a year earlier were different, but it didn't matter. The fingerprint match made it possible for the authorities to build a strong case against him. In late October 2004, Special Operations Forces in Iraq took a suspect who claimed to be an innocent bystander, into custody. Among his papers was an expired Illinois driver's license. Their suspicions heightened. Our forces fingerprinted him and transmitted the results to our operational center, where they were compared with those already in Abis. No matches were detected, but because the DoD shares fingerprint data with the FBI, they discovered that the suspect had been charged with more than a dozen felonies in the United States from 1993 to 2000. As these examples illustrate, the DoD is striving to give our military forces, those deployed to faraway places and those standing watch on the home front, the ability to separate friend from foe using the power of biometrics. This ability to link a person to a previously used identity or a past terrorist or criminal act gives us identity dominance. And that is the capability the DoD Abis is providing our warfighters, one match at a time.